So, how does a mother lose control of her own home, not to strangers, not to the government, but to her own children? This is the story of Esther MUSILA, a woman who stepped up after a loss, only to find herself pushed out of control of the very estate she was managing. And the truth behind it is not what many people think. It all began after the death of Eric Kiptanui Naibei, a father, a partner, a man who left behind not just memories, but an estate, land, property, and wealth that now needed to be managed. In many families, this is where unity is tested, and in this case, it was no different. After his passing, Esther MUSILA took responsibility. She became the sole administrator of the estate. That meant she was handling property, making decisions, and managing the wealth left behind. To the outside world, it looked like control, but legally, it was responsibility because the estate was not hers alone. So here's the part where many people don't understand. The estate did not belong just to Esther MUSILA. It belonged to the children of Eric Kiptanui Naibei. And under the law, children are the primary beneficiaries. Each child has an equal right, and no single person owns everything. So even though Esther was managing it, she was holding it in trust. Over time, something changed. Questions began to rise within family. Some of the children felt they were not fully involved, and decisions were being made without them. There was too much control in one person's hands, and when trust begins to break, silence turns into a conflict. Then came the moment that shocked many. One of her sons decided to act. He took his own mother to court, not out of hatred, but out of a demand for fairness. His argument was simple. The estate belongs to all children, and no one should control everything by themselves. There must be transparency. It was no longer a family discussion. Thus, it became a legal battle. In court, emotions were set aside. The focus was the law, and the law asked one question: is the estate being managed fairly for all beneficiaries? The answer led to a major discussion. The court ruled that Esther MUSILA would no longer remain the sole administrator, and instead, the estate would be jointly managed, and all children would have a say, and decisions would be shared. And just like that, she lost full control. Not because she stole, not because she failed, but because the law demanded balance. Now here is the truth many may miss. Esther did not lose her property because it was never fully hers. It belonged to the children as well. What she lost was control, authority, and decision-making power. And sometimes that feels even bigger than losing wealth. Around the same time, Esther had remarried to guardian angel, and while the marriage had no legal claim to the estate, it changed perception. Some may have feared external influence, future control of assets, shifts in family dynamics, and inheritance matters. Perception can fuel conflict. This story teaches something powerful. Being in charge does not mean ownership, and family wealth belongs to all, not one. And when fairness is questioned, even a mother can be challenged. So in the end, Esther MUSILA didn't just face a court ruling. She faced a reality many families fear, that sometimes the biggest battles are fought at home. What do you think? Was the son right? Should family matters stay out of court? Comment below, like, share and subscribe for more unknown stories.